Since 1971, there have been many different variations of processes of repairing a windshield. After years of carrying several different styles and approaches to the repair of windshields, Equalizer is proud to introduce the Rockstar. This simple and easy to use system will repair most windshields within just minutes. So let's get started with the Rockstar.
Before you begin, make sure that the windshield is, or the environment you are working in, is at least 65 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the mirror on the inside of the windshield under the damaged area. Examine the damaged area from the inside and outside of the vehicle. Look for hidden cracks, moisture, contamination, or previous repair attempts. Determine if the damage is within the scope of your technical experience to repair. Be sure to place a nitro glove covered finger over the rock chip in order to keep from contaminating the brake. Clean around the damaged area. Using the probe, remove broken glass debris from the chip. Brush away the debris from the rock chip. If moisture is present in the brake, dry out by using the windshield chip moisture evaporator. If the rock chip area is not open, consider drilling the chip. At a slow setting, start to drill into the glass. Be careful not to drill into the polyvinyl butyl or PVB. Brush away the debris from the rock chip. Use a small drop of resin to wet the injector assembly tip. Then put the O-ring in place. Screw the injector assembly into the bridge. If the rock chip area is larger than the O-ring on the injector assembly tip, then add the large pit adapter onto the unit. Place a light film of vacuum cup lubricant onto the vacuum cup of the bridge and on the two bridge adjusting screws. Once the bridge and injector assembly is set up on the glass, this will help to move the unit if the O-ring placement needs to be adjusted. Make sure that the injector assembly and bridge adjusting screws are backed out enough so that they do not make contact with the glass until the vacuum cup is fully engaged on the glass. If the injector assembly and bridge adjusting screws are not backed out far enough, this could result in applying pressure and causing further damage to the brake. Place the bridge and injector assembly onto the glass so that the injector tip O-ring is over the rock chip. Secure the bridge by flipping the vacuum cup lever. Screw the injector assembly down until the O-ring makes contact with the surface of the glass. Secure the bridge adjusting screw down equally until the O-ring has a flat look to its appearance. This will ensure that the O-ring is snug enough to create an airtight seal. Always make sure not to over-tighten the injector assembly or the bridge adjusting screws. This could cause further damage to the brake. Loosen the injector pressure rod. Remove the injector from the barrel. Place between 3 to 5 drops of resin into the injector barrel. Wet the two O-rings on the injector tip using resin. Place the injector back into the injector barrel, making sure that the groove on the injector lines up with the retaining screw. Tighten the injector pressure rod. Pull the injector up. Fully tighten the retaining screw. You are now in vacuum phase. Adjust the retaining screw so the threaded end of the screw slips into the groove and is just tight enough for the injector to move freely up and down. Release a vacuum by loosening the injector pressure rod. Then retighten the injector pressure rod to secure the seal. Loosen the retaining screw and push the injector in a downward motion until the point when you feel resistance. Then tighten the retaining screw. You are now in pressure phase. If the temperature of the work area is warm or the job is in a high altitude, use a thicker resin. If the temperature of the work area is cool or at sea level, always use a thinner resin. examine the damaged area. Release the vacuum by loosening the injector pressure rod. Applying a little pressure on your brake with your probe will flex the brake and help you move resin into the tight areas. Retighten the injector pressure rod to secure the seal. Pull the injector up. Fully tighten the retaining screw. You are now in vacuum phase. Hold vacuum for 1 minute. Release the vacuum by loosening the injector pressure rod. Then, retighten the injector pressure rod to secure the seal. Loosen the retaining screw and push the injector in a downward motion until the point when you feel resistance. Then tighten the retaining screw. You are now in pressure phase. Hold pressure for 2 minutes. For stubborn brakes, you might have to repeat vacuum to pressure cycles until the brake is fully filled. When the repair is to your satisfaction, release the pressure by loosening the injector pressure rod. Release the lever on the vacuum cup. Remove the bridge and injector assembly. Wipe away any residual resin. Apply a drop of pit filler resin. In a downward laying motion, place a Mylar square cure sheet onto the pit filler resin and let gravity do the rest. Cure the brake for approximately 3 minutes using either an ultraviolet light lamp or the use of natural sunlight. Always make sure to let the brake cure to the required allotted time. Do not rush this process. It is very important that it be cured all the way through. Remove the Mylar square cure sheet. With the use of a new razor blade, scrape the cure resin in a back and forth, up and down motion until the resin is even and level with the windshield. Apply a small amount of pit polish and vigorously buff with a soft cloth or paper towel until the pit resin is shiny. Clean the area that you have worked on with glass cleaner and a paper towel. Remove the mirror and clean where the suction cup was mounted. And you have successfully repaired the windshield. Clean the resin off of and out of your injector, O-rings, and bridge with your cleaning solution. Keeping these items clean and free of buildup assures no contamination on your next repair, keeps proper function of the tool, and will increase the life of your Rockstar.
As you can see, the Rockstar is a simple and easy to use system that will repair most windshields within just minutes. If you have any questions, please visit our website at equalizer.com.